Most people don't actually want more. They say they do, and then when it's actually time to execute and have more, they end up running the other way and settling for just enough. Because more means more responsibility. It means being in discomfort. It means having to handle certain types of pressure. And in the end, they just end up having a lifetime full of regret because they didn't know how to deal with those emotions. And here's the problem. Most people think they are working towards their dream life, but in reality, they're just surviving and not thriving. In reality, they're just surviving within their own comfort zone. We avoid challenges that help us grow into the person that we want to become. And growth, unfortunately, is really uncomfortable. It means putting yourself in situations that you probably will run the other way. And it means being in complete discomfort, learning how to be disciplined, and learning how to face your fears head on. So instead, what do people do, right? When you're faced with an opportunity that you don't feel like you're adequate enough to do, or you feel some sort of discomfort from actually doing it, what do? You run the other way. You settle for less. You live within your comfort zone, and you don't really outgrow yourself from there. You don't really grow from there. So what ends up happening is that people end up staying in jobs that they've completely outgrown. They stay in relationships that have absolutely no value, and instead takes away time and effort, time away from you. And you're constantly putting off the dreams that you wish to have today. So what's the solution? How do we fix this problem, right? Well, if you truly want more out of your life, you're gonna have to learn how to deal with those emotions and kind of play this like psychology game of getting yourself ahead and learning how to stop avoiding things that are designed to make you change. So we will get all into that in today's video. However, if you're tired of settling for the life that you do currently have, then feel free to join my accountability membership group, which, bad news, the other day was like, when I created my accountability membership group name, for whatever reason, I thought to myself, oh, I'm not going to check the Instagram handles. I'm not going to check social media. I'm not going to Google it, right? For every other business that I've ever made, I've always Googled, and I don't know what possessed me in my head to not Google it. And tell me why the other day I freaking Googled my membership name and I found out that there's actually a whole nother little group that has that name already, and it's an organization because they're committedcollective.org. And I'm like, oh my god, it's taken on social media, it's taken on what's it called, like the Google, the web domain. So I'm like, there's no freaking way I'm going to continue. There's no way that I'm going to continue this name. I'm going to have to change it. I'm going to have to rebrand. It's a whole thing. But I do have a name that I've come up with. And yes, I Googled this one. It is up for LLCs and up for like social media. I've already claimed it on Instagram, okay? Don't yell at me. I've already claimed it on Instagram. I already claimed it. And I have it. I just don't know if it's a name that I'm gonna stick with, but it's gonna be a brand new name that nobody else has, and hopefully one day I get to have an LLC under it. So I had to change the name of the membership. So if you've been watching my videos for a really long time, you know I've been marketing it as the Committed Collective, and unfortunately can't continue doing that, so I'm gonna have to switch things up, which is fine because thankfully I have not launched the membership yet. I'm just still in the process of getting waiting list members. So Just know that if you're going to sign up for this membership group, it's not the Committed Collective anymore, but everything that you will be getting in the membership group stays the exact same. And what are you getting in this membership group? Well, let me tell you. So what you'll be getting is weekly live trainings on discipline, commitment, and consistency. We'll also get the chance to talk about your goals, talk about any challenges that you're facing, and what I can do of service for you. You will also get the chance to meet other lovely little members. You will also get one-on-one accountability partners, so you will be assigned this partner, and this is your partner through and through throughout your journey. And then you'll also get a 6 weeks course on everything about procrastinating and goal setting and achieving your goals, okay? And you may be asking, who am I to tell you about how to achieve your goals? Well, let me tell you, okay? I was a complete procrastinator my entire college career. I procrastinated my way throughout college to the career I have today. Now, who I am today is I am a person who has been consistent on YouTube for about an entire year. I have been given now brand deals and products, and I've actually just got sent to my first content creator event yesterday. And I tell you that dreams are coming alive, dreams are coming true. It is there, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how to be consistent enough and how to be disciplined enough where you start seeing your vision board come true. If you're interested in signing up for this waiting list, everything will be linked down below. So let's go ahead and get started on this video. So number one, stop being a walking contradiction. The words you say can't be heard because of the actions you make. For example, wanting to have financial freedom but never budgeting. Saying I want to change but never doing anything about it. You are a walking contradiction on the words that you say because your actions don't reflect what you want. You say one thing but yet you do another. There is inconsistencies on that. Just imagine, I always say that you are dating your goals, and just like a consistent man, you want to be a consistent person to your goals. So just think about it. Imagine you are dating a person who says, I love you, I want to be with you forever, I want to marry you, but behind your back they're cheating, not being loyal, have some sort of porn addiction, like all the bad things that would make you feel like their words mean nothing. That's exactly what you do for your goals. You say, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to be the biggest superstar out there. I want to write a book. I want to be an author. I want to get out of this career and go into media marketing. You want all these things, but your words, your actions mean absolutely nothing to your words because you're not doing anything about it. And your goals are getting tired of it. They're getting tired of you constantly contradicting yourself. How are you ever going to have consistency in your life if what you say doesn't match up with what you do? You are constantly living on just autopilot. And you're constantly referring back to your old habits, your old comfort zones, and constantly taking the easy route out. Because you don't want to do the hard work, because you don't want to stop yourself from saying one thing and doing another. You don't know how to stop. And that is something that I had to face. I constantly said, I want to be a content creator. I want to be a content creator, and spent the last 10 years of my life trying to build a content creator lifestyle without ever actually putting in the work to be a content creator. Okay, a content creator doesn't show up randomly once a month, every other month. No, they show up consistently every single week. They're putting in the work. And so I had to show up as that lifestyle. If you want to be somebody who is financially stable or have financial freedom, then why are you living in a world where you think that you don't have to budget your money? You do. Or you live in a world where you think that you don't have to look at a price tag. You do. Unfortunately, you do. And if you want to get to a point where, hey, I want to get into a store and not have to look at the price tag, well, what are the actions you need to take today in order to have that in the future? you're constantly contradicting yourself and you're living on autopilot instead because you want to keep yourself inside of a box instead of doing the actual work, being uncomfortable with actually doing the work. So number 2, are you doing your best or are you burning the bacon? So imagine someone cooking breakfast, okay? If you have ever cooked bacon, then you might relate to this. I cooked bacon and one of two things happen, right? You put the bacon on there and you think like, oh yeah, this bacon's gonna take a while for it to cook. It's, you know, got 2 minutes on there. I can go brush my teeth. I can go do something else, cut some onions, whatever, right? And you think, I'm gonna go do this while this thing cooks. And then you're cutting the onions, less than 10 seconds pass, you check on your bacon and the bacon's burnt. That's happened to me so many times where I think the bacon's gonna cook for 2 minutes and then it ends up cooking in like 10 seconds and it ends up burning. And then I'm annoyed because I just burnt the bacon because I was just too fixated on the fact that I was gonna go do something else instead of paying attention to the food that I'm creating. So why am I bringing this up, right? Are you doing your best to pay attention to the details, pay attention to the things that you're creating, being present with the work that you're putting in? Or are you just burning the bacon and just being like, oh, I'm just gonna leave it on there, I'm gonna go do something else in the meanwhile while this thing kind of cooks, and then the next thing you know, you've burnt it? Are you gonna say, I did my best? Or are you gonna be like, oh my god, I freaking burnt the bacon? You're gonna say, oh my god, I freaking burnt the bacon. So sometimes we say I'm doing my best when in reality what you're really saying is that I'm really good at avoiding. I'm really good at avoiding paying attention. I'm really good at avoiding being present, because if you just stood there and waited for the bacon to cook, then you would have been able to notice that it was getting burnt and then taking it off the stove. But instead, you're avoiding it. You're like, you know what? I don't want to stay here and wait. I don't want to wait 2 minutes for the bacon to cook properly. I'm going to go multitask and do something else instead. And then you come back and you check on it, and the next thing you know, you've wasted money, you've wasted your time, and you've wasted your bacon. Your goals are just like that. When you set aside time to work on your goals, this isn't time for you to multitask on something else. Think of it like your to-do list, right? You have your urgent stuff, and then you have like the chores that you want to do. And you have set aside time for you to work on that main goal. And instead, what do you do with that time? You're like, oh, this is my perfect chance to fold the laundry. This is my perfect chance to take a shower. Oh, this is a perfect chance for me to catch up on my emails. And then you've wasted an entire hour of doing non-essential things and never did any progress towards your goal. By the time you finish working on all of those little things, you're going to be so tired and talk yourself out of actually working on your goals. So when you say, hey, I am going to work on my goals, you're going to sit there, you're going to work on your goals, you're going to be uncomfortable, and you're going to pay attention. The point of this is that you need to pay attention, you need to be present, you need to focus on what you are doing and wait. So burning your bacon is really just letting your goals sizzle away while you're pretending that you're giving full effort, because you're not. You're not giving your full effort to make sure that that bacon is cooked properly. You're avoiding it and moving on to something else instead of just waiting around to see, like, okay, is this good to flip? Okay, we're gonna flip it. And then you'll have a perfectly good bacon every single time. So number 3, how to stop settling. How to stop settling, right? How do we stop settling within our goals? How do we stop settling in our lives? I've kind of came up with like some little formula, okay? Especially for us procrastinators, because you know I talk to you, because I was that person. So what you do is you find the average mean and go 2 steps above that. So how does that look like, right? It means that if you are saying, hey, I want to lose 30 pounds and from now till the end of the year, 30 pounds I'm gonna lose. Okay, what do we need to do in order to accomplish that? Okay, well, I see that the average mean is that most people go to the gym for at least an hour. Okay, cool. That's fine. We're going to start going to the gym. That is the average mean, right? Most people just sign up for a membership or start going on walks. But how do we go 2 steps above that? Well, maybe 2 steps above that would be, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna start cutting out sodas, unprocessed sugars. Processed sugars or whatever it's called. I'm gonna cut out sugar. That's going 2 steps above that. And you know what? That may be the actual difference of living a mediocre life and settling versus living a better life. Because who knows, maybe all that sugar will actually, you'll probably crash out for the first few days, but then after that you might actually have way more energy than naturally than you would have if you just constantly relied on sugar, on a sugar rush. So find the average mean and then go above that. So figure out where most people are just getting by with doing enough and where they are staying within their comfort zone, and how you can go above and beyond that. For me, what that looks like as a content creator is that most people upload at least once a week, right? But I'm going at least 5 steps ahead, where I'm uploading 3 videos a week, I'm sending out 1 newsletter a week, and I am uploading community posts every single day to keep myself relevant. Because I never want to stay comfortable and I never want to stay within the middle ground. I always want to go above and beyond. And never actually truly taking a risk. The more risks I take, the more chances I have to winning big. Because if I just risk on a dime, I'm never gonna win $100. But if I risk $10, I might win $100. But that's if I take the chances of me thinking I'm gonna get where I need to be. So I am not wasting, but I am constantly every single weekend making sure that I'm filming back to back to back and uploading 3 times a week, and just spending hours of my time scripting, editing, and uploading just to have the chance to maybe become monetized, to maybe have more content creator events in the future, to maybe finally live the life that I've always truly dreamed of having. But if I don't risk it, that will never happen, because I'm just keeping myself in a box of oh, once a week is just enough. No, it's not. I need to be doing more. I need to be uploading almost every single day and making sure that the content is good. It's not just uploading, it's making sure that the content is good. And so far, I hope you guys find this content good. It's just doing the extra reps when others stop. So when other people are only uploading once a week, other people are settling for jobs that they don't care about, you're actually doing the extra step of, you know what, let me try to make this side business actually happen for me so I can have more income coming in, so I can pay off my debt and I can have financial freedom. Like, what does your life look like? And how can you find the average mean and go 2 to 5 steps ahead of everybody else? So to kind of recap this video, number 1, stop being a contradiction and stop saying things without making things happen, without the words, okay? Stop being that mediocre, inconsistent man for your goals. Number 2, are you doing your best, or are you burning the bacon? Are you actually paying attention to what you're doing, or are you just setting your bacon aside and focusing on something else and letting your bacon burn? Are you actually pretending to give full effort when in reality you're just constantly letting your goals sizzle away? And number 3, how to stop settling is to find the average mean of what everyone else is doing and go 2 steps ahead of that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and also join the accountability membership group, where the name will be coming very, very soon. A little rebrand for you before it's even launched. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But this time I made sure that everything was cleared for this membership group, okay? This membership group name. So I promise you, after I figure out the name of it, it's never changing from there. So make sure you sign up for the unnamed accountability membership group, which will be named very, very soon. Down in the description below, we are launching this summer, so super excited for that. It will be launching to only 6 of you guys on the waiting list. Okay, only 6 members will be able to get in on this super incredible deal. So, and once it's open to the public, then the price will only reflect the value you will be getting. So if you want in on a super low market price and be one of the first founding members of this accountability membership group, then join the waiting list down below. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.